5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to HomeMade God Studios Presents. Sorry, I was in the middle of asking a question. Didn't know we came on yet. Wondering where your guitar player went to.
Oh, you know, it's normal for Craig to be a little bit late to things.
Okay.
It's
all right.
fashionably
Anyways,
fashionably late. Totally. He's a rock star already. I don't know.
By the way, tonight we present Catfish Seminar right here next to me. So excited about this. We also are presenting Jawfane. They're up there ready to play here in a minute, but I want to talk to you guys for a second, or at least Miranda does, I'm sure.
All right.
I always want to talk. First of all, love head to toe. You are a fashion icon yourself. I love you. I've been stalking you on Facebook for a little bit.
Yes. Awesome.
And I was super excited when I found out.
Yeah.
When I found out y'all were playing, because oh my God, I love your style, and really excited about your album release on Sunday. So Sunday, May 1st, Catfish Seminar is released. May 6th. May 6th.
Yeah. We learned that Sunday is not the day to release music.
No.
Do it on Friday. We're like, okay.
Yeah, not enough people on Sunday. They're all at church.
They're all at church. Yeah, you gotta take a day of rest. So.
I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
Either way, the album's coming out. I'm super excited to grab it.
And y'all got a show on the 7th, right?
We do. We're having our release show at Kimbrough's May 7th. Yeah,
sorry, Miranda, I might not be at your show.
That's true. There's a lot of stuff going on May 7th.
May 7th is a wonderful, busy day.
You're releasing you're doing an album release on the 7th?
Right.
Lydia's Castle's doing an album release on the
7th. Yes.
Yep.
There's a
and they're going to be on our show.
I'm like, we're playing the Derby.
Where's the Derby?
Where's the crawfish boil?
Yeah.
I might miss your show. I'll go play cowbell at the crawfish.
There you go. There you go. Oh,
so tonight's episode is really going to be awesome. Not only do we have Catfish Seminar, we also have Jawfane, who are warmed up and ready for you as well.
Yep. Y'all ready to play?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Coming up, Jawfane.
Jawfane. Yay! Jawfane. Jawfane.
I need to know when my beloved returned to me. She slipped through a crack into a viper's den. What will it take to sing to her again? Maybe a song so beautiful that the furies are weak. As the hellhounds drift to sleep, uphill I roll this boulder, searching for you over my shoulder. And every time I pluck the string, it might cost me everything. Oh, the notion is arcane, the clouds will know reality with no exit strategy. Yeah! Woo! Wind within the loom of fate, care on waves, commuting for quiet, even the sirens are dying to hear a song so beautiful that the furies are weak as the hellhounds drift to sleep. Uphill I roll this boulder, searching for you over my shoulder. Every time I plug the stream, it might cost me everything. All the notion is okay. That touch round on my back. 1,000 dismal limitations won't stop us from becoming constellation. No heavenly melody can rebuff this malady. Can I drive her home without a beating heart? Do I even stand a chance when the meanings start to rip me apart? Will she find her way back to my heart? Thank you.
This is an absolute treat. Seriously, thank you guys.
Yeah. We are Jawfane. We're from Lebanon, and we're excited to be here. With a reconnected consequence of our breathlessness, outstretched arms spreads mercury. So soon shall be cosmic debris, magnets aligning in different directions upon detection of these affections, ignoring the spitting seams, so I can drift into these dreams. Oh. Woo! This ain't gonna play the hardest. To naturally start off the ball and send you until everything
hope everybody's having fun, because we are. It really is. This is our first ever podcast tonight, so we are very blessed. Thank you for having us first time. And if you've been following us for a while, you might know this next song. So those watching, sing along with me. I've become a ghost, no bones, and I hunt alone. Walking through the walls, I can't sleep at all. Deja vu again. Deja vu again. Residual. Residual. Invisible. Translucent man. This is apparition. Played so hard I lost a button. Can't be losing buttons. Not the gumdrop buttons. The singer, believe it or not. I'm a glutton for punishment. All right, real quick before we start this song, I just want everybody who's watching right now, anybody who's listening along, this next song goes out to anybody who felt like they didn't have anybody to talk to felt like maybe you were silenced by your depression, by a hard time that you were going through. I wrote this song as a perspective of losing somebody very close to me, way before their time. So to prevent that from happening, Jawfane is here for you. Message us, follow us. We will literally talk to you at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm always awake, ask them.
It's always me and him.
So
Always me and him.
that being said, I'd like this song right now to go out to anybody who feels like they need somebody to talk to right now. This next one's called Neon Lawn. going to take a quick break after that one.
All right. That was awesome.
Hell of a break spot.
I would need a break after that too. That was so
Yeah.
good, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Great energy.
That's a heavy one.
And what a powerful message to end on.
Yeah.
For that first set. They will be back a little bit later for a second set. But
Coming
we're
up in a
gonna
little bit is going to be Catfish Seminar. Oh,
Seminar? Easy for you to say.
Seminar.
we're gonna let those guys cool down, then we're gonna bring them over to the table.
Yeah, they're going to come up here for their interview in a little bit.
So I guess now's a good time to kind of talk about what's going on around town, right?
What has been going on around town?
Well, I don't know if you've heard, but Kita's Caravan has officially made a stop in Nashville.
It did, didn't it?
It totally did with a flying success. You can sit anywhere you want. The world is your oyster.
Oh, you're not the singer? You can lap it. I'm a sucker for a bass player. No, I'll move. You got.
Yeah, he'll
yeah,
move. We need
You'll
the
have to
band
move.
around
Yeah,
here.
Oh,
we need
okay.
the
I
band
don't-
over here, not you. You ain't got the cowbell with you anyway.
Right.
That is the Cowbell
That
King,
is the cowbell king.
Mike Honcho, if you want to follow him on Facebook. But, you know,
Let me be a diva for a second.
I ain't
Go
gonna-
get my hairbrush.
he ain't going to friend you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna friend her and spread my butt cheeks, but I mean,
If you offer him enough money, he might spread his butt cheeks.
I mean, it doesn't even have to be a lot.
Hey,
No.
I gotta eat, man.
What is it?
It's that monitor, button.
That monitor's making the noise? I thought it was the pacing.
So, yeah, like I said, Kita's Caravan is officially stopping in Nashville every Saturday from noon to 4:20.
To 419.
I'm speaking this into the universe. Her flyer will say 12 to 4, I'm just saying. But definitely, if you are an independent artist and you have albums and songs you want to have be heard on the radio program, send them over to Miss Kita Bonito.
and let Zach sit there. Come scoot down this side, boss.
All right, looks like Jawfane is getting situated, getting at the table. How are you guys? How do you feel?
I'm a little sweaty, but now we're good.
Good.
Yeah, I
How's that?
mean,
Super good.
so you kind of said that this was the first podcast you played,
Yeah.
First interview.
and this is your first interview, but you have played a podcast here before on the property, or no?
Oh, so a short story there. Me and Zach were in a different band. If there's any bad things, we should go there. But we did a show here. What became like the ending to that? Like we ended on the last podcast with what we did there, and then started what eventually would become Jawfane about what guys like 10 months later.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
we-
Like there's a pretty solid break between bands, but the last thing the other band did was come here and do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're really not going to say what band it was?
Come on, guys. It was crowd pleaser. I
Yeah,
did it.
you don't have to. We don't have to bring up. Well, all we know is that you have played a show on this property before,
Yeah.
just not in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you?
have not there.
Okay.
And Chase had.
okay.
Chase wasn't here. It was just me and Zach.
I was
recording.
supposed to be, but someone left me out.
So someone kicked you out?
No, they didn't call me that day.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It was the very beginning of what it is now.
No. If you want to hear some good ones, like there's a Zach gets kicked out of crowd pleaser. There's a good one there. We won't do that one, but anybody knows what I'm talking about.
How do you get kicked out of your own solo project?
Yeah, true
How's
story.
that happen?
True story.
I was doing hip hop for 5 years.
Yeah, part of
Nice.
hip hop for 5 years. I quit all of this for a very long time, and then me and Zach, like 5-6 years after my last real band, started the other band.
Yeah.
So I've known Chase and Zach for the better part of 4 years.
Well, that guy met me first, and then when the other band happened, needless to say, he pulled me out of my
You were
cave.
doing your solo project
Was in the...
that you got
Very-
kicked out of?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Only him. It's just me.
Just you got kicked out of your solo project. Okay.
No.
So you met him doing what?
That was...
Love you.
That was, what, 2 years before that band even happened?
Yeah.
That was when you...
So we met at the ass end of 2015, 2016, something like that.
16.
Yeah, something
So
like
it's
that.
ass end October or later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Paul, tell her the story about how we started this project.
Okay, so Zach and I knew each other from a project that we were a part of, or trying to be a part of, back in 2020, and we ran into each other at the top of 2021 when all the ice and snow was happening really bad. We both panicked and went to the same grocery store at the same time to supply up, and literally, would you say, walked around a corner and ran into each other?
Ran into each other, yeah.
And we were like, hey, I'm not doing anything. Hey, I'm not doing anything. And he was like, you want to come jam at Diamond Sound Studio with me one day?
Yeah.
And I was
I
like,
jam there too.
yeah, like so, like
shout out
yeah.
to Diamond.
yeah, like they're
Shout out to
awesome.
Diamond.
And
Corey and I were actually like we were writing the beginnings of like what a couple songs would be for Jawfane, and I wanted him to try out because I knew he was a good vocalist, and
Because you had
he's
seen
a
him
brother
around.
now.
yeah, he'd seen me. We had jammed together in another band.
I'm not gonna say the name.
Yeah, I don't
We-
want to say
they don't
the name.
deserve
Like,
that.
yeah, it was-
Those who cannot be named.
Yeah, it was a Voldemort band, but
Yes.
the great thing that happened from it is
It's a
me and
great way to
Zach
put
met
that.
each other, and we were able to reconnect, and you know, we've been super tight ever since. You know,
And because of a bad girlfriend, I wasn't able to be.
it's funny. This band that I don't want to talk about, we almost all were in the band together. We were almost all in the band together, and it's by straight fate that I was a little choosy over who was going to be in that project that we didn't end up. So we could have had this project going like a whole year and a half earlier, probably.
The
but
funny bit is when we go to sit down. I don't know how most bands start. There's been a few, but like the way ours started was all sat down at my dining room table and talked it out.
Yeah.
it was the most business thing that I've ever done in a band. Like
Yeah,
we
Well, I
were-
mean, y'all are.
But funny fact about that scenario is that I signed off on Paul being our singer, which the video y'all sent was Paul screaming.
Yeah, I was screaming in the video when we went to Diamond
Yeah.
Sound.
And I
Because that's
took-
what I used to do. I've done, hardcore, deathcore and stuff. That's how I
Nice.
got into doing vocals.
Okay.
And I took that as gospel, no qualms, no concerns, without hearing him for like 3 months.
Yeah, this is the first band that's truly let me sing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's great.
But yeah,
I usually run into the opposite to where everyone wants me to sing pretty, and I want to.
We let him do all the screamy screams.
I want to let it out.
I would see
all the hissing and hollering, Zach.
Yeah, that's awesome though.
Not string department. We just fill in the blanks.
we just fill in the blanks. Like Paul writes all his own harmonies, so when the release comes out, no Paul sang all his own harmonies.
Okay.
I don't
that's
care.
Awesome.
Like, I can sing, but I don't really like have the passion for it. So like you and Paul have. Like I had to do it as part of my music theory degree. So like,
Yeah.
I know how. So like when we go to sing harmony, I got you, Paul. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
But, like,
yeah.
as far as like singing a whole line to myself, like I'd rather just play guitar.
Yeah. Okay.
And I kind of like it for the lyrical content myself,
Yeah, that's awesome.
I can scoot over.
You can do whatever you want. It's your show now.
The things that come between us.
We're the Jaw family.
All right, let me get close.
The Jaw fam.
Yeah.
Jaw fam.
I really like that you guys came with merch. That's super awesome.
It's the
And
only way we can make money.
it's one of those things that
Scoot over. I want to sit over here too.
All right.
it's one of those
Walk
things that I
over
think
here,
is really
everybody.
cool. And I don't think enough bands like value the merch the way you guys do. I mean, you have great designs, and you do those yourself, or do you hire somebody?
That's that
So
guy.
far it's all me.
He literally just sits down, has insomnia for a couple days, comes out and he has like 50 plus designs, like, and it all looks good, and like
Yeah.
it could all be released.
Trying to-
But it's just like we slim it down to like
Do you guys
What-
vote on it?
Yeah, we practice.
Everything is a vote system.
Everything
with us.
is a vote.
Everything's fair. And then my wife, she actually makes like jewelry for us, keychains, necklaces, and stuff.
I actually bought some earrings.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah.
You got the yes.
First set, I
Woo!
and we're
Jawfane
actually
earrings.
we're actually down a member
Poor
tonight.
B-Rad
Shout
and
out to
Co.
Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse Marquez, we miss you, dude. So real
love you,
quick story
Jesse.
on Jesse, since he's not here to talk for himself. Jesse doesn't play on stage with us in the traditional sense, but Jesse was at everything that ever was before there were like rules or any kind of commitments or any of that. So we actually have like a band agreement and like we have like an understanding of how this operates. Jesse fills in the blanks for us. Like if we don't tag someone in one of the videos we post, that's because Jesse did it as a member of our band.
Yeah.
That's one of his big roles is they're like filling in gaps for us on roadie gear. Like, hey, Paul needs to make the merch table because we don't have a lot of backups tonight, so Jesse helped me break down the drum set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and he deserves.
So he's like the fifth Beatle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
Jesse has as much say over it as we do. When we vote, Jesse's vote's just like
Well,
ours.
Yeah, and sometimes Jesse has been the tiebreaker for things.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
for sure.
Absolutely.
I will say, me and Jesse have actually known each other since junior year of high school.
Did you all grow up around here?
Bring the mic closer to you guys.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, hello. But alright. But me and Jesse met in high school, actually in theater class,
Okay.
and ever since then, us two goofballs have been goofballing it up, and somehow I landed myself in a rock band because I know how to play bass. Somehow, I spent too much time in my room.
He's actually the star in our video we're shooting tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
That's exciting.
So
You got a
whatever
video podcast tonight, interview tonight, video tomorrow.
First interview, first music video.
And that's something worth mentioning is like as far as like divvying up the work. So Paul does our designs. Like everybody has a job in our band. Like Chase's job, because he wanted to go first, really. Like he was like, hey, I want to shoot our music video. I don't know that he knew how to do that, but his passion for it led me to believe that he would figure it out.
Yeah.
So like we've let him like literally steer the course, and tomorrow's like the first day for all of us. It's fairly well planned. Like life happens, but like it's been fairly well planned.
I spent 2 weeks, pen and paper, trying to storyboard, and I just want to say, stick figures have never looked so good.
I wish you had an example. So, did you already know the locations you wanted to shoot before you started storyboarding?
Yes, so we played Ember too. I can't remember. Did we
It was the
play?
second song we
Yeah.
did.
Alright. So, with that, I read his lyrics because we had written a song, and what I actually love about this, when those two, the guitar guy and drummer man over there, they sat down for a few hours and came up with a jam. And then all of us, including Jesse, just sat in the room. It was my turn, bass in hand. And this guy looks at me straight in the eyes, like I thought he was gonna kill me for a second. And he's like, I need you to play the most funkiest shit of your life.
I want to dance to it.
They
Nice.
turned the pressure up to like 11 on
And
it.
then 25 minutes, 30 minutes later, that's like the first half of that song was done.
Yeah. We
That's awesome.
write songs stupid fast.
Yeah.
Well, because you
except the
guys have
lyrics.
chemistry.
Except the lyrics.
Yeah.
Except the lyrics.
I
It's
sit and
like
marinate
so-
on the lyrics.
But-
And the reason is because I like them to be very authentic and tell a story and reach people in a way. Lyrics is what got me into vocals. In the first
Yeah, yeah.
But-
So when you're
but speaking
working on a song and you don't have the lyrics, do you make up words while you're doing it to get the rhythm patterns? Do you
Sometimes I'll come up with a song title.
Okay.
But like even that's subject to change. Like
Yeah.
there's been a couple songs where I've confused them and given them a song, and then I'll be like, actually, it's called this now.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And what I was gonna finish is like we
Totally
wrote our
evolves.
songs rather strange for us in the sense like everything you heard tonight, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, we wrote in a studio. Like,
So
we
far?
so far we wrote so far. Yeah, I played so far tonight. We wrote in a studio setting. Like we weren't in like a live practice room.
Yeah.
So like some of it came off a little like in the sense like Paul writing it was like we would all say like yeah them chords is cool and that melody's strong and and then like Paul's had it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I can't expect him to like pour his heart and soul into this and so then we ship it off and Paul tells me when it's done and we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah.
And that kind of cleared up like a little freedom for him in the sense of like, okay, I can take my time with this one, but I know what I want to do for this one. And we could jump back and forth until we had, what, guys, about 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
then
all of them, all the songs are recorded with vocals and all. It's
So you
just-
have your own studio?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
awesome.
house.
And that goes back to the job thing.
That goes back to the job and the career
so
and the schooling
he's
and
a
the degree.
producer. But the cool thing is that Chase and I actually have studios of our own at our places. So like, if we ever need to do it remotely and ship it to him, we all have the same program. So like, I go in and I do my drums and then I'll ship it to him, and it's so much easier than trying to take time out of our day to meet up. And
But we all live in town together too, so that helps. Like, we're all
Yeah,
from
yeah.
around here.
And there are
Yeah.
pretty strict rules, like for, okay, I got you. It's real pretty strict rules for like how we input data to be recorded. It's like for instance, like me and Chase probably spend the most solo time alone in the studio doing bass. And like for instance, what Chase gives me for his favorite tone, I don't consider mix elements. I don't consider how this will
Yeah.
affect the guitar or anything. This is what Chase wants to do, and we're gonna let him do it.
Yeah.
And then those ideas are sacred to me. So once they're in the box, I don't heavily modify them unless I have to. And then we talk
Yeah.
about it as we go.
So to bring the story back around of lyrics and the video. So I wanted to finish that real
If
quick.
I go, go.
I
That
wanted
is
to
kind of
finish that.
the location.
Yeah, so location wise and like what I truly wanted out of this is so like all of us live in different parts.
Oh, so you all live right around
That's what I'm saying,
here.
we're all around here.
Oh, so you guys are going to be here every weekend hanging out.
Yeah.
Nice.
As long as we're not at practice, it's Fridays is typically studio night.
Yeah, but so knowing that we all live here and there's a connection to this town, whether we love it or not.
Yeah, that's good.
Maybe a little less.
This is just where it's from, man. This is
Yeah.
where we're from. This is where the sound's from. And
So you're going to film in Lebanon.
The chorus mentions, cut me down, I'm rooted like a cedar tree. So cedars
Yeah.
of Lebanon.
Hi,
obviously.
everyone.
Cedars go through limestone, they can root through all kind of stuff. So we chose Cedars of Lebanon for that. We're trying to incorporate a lot of the green scenery that I'm speaking about in the lyrics, and just that fresh sense
Create
of
that
mind.
imagery.
and with Jesse, cause like I love him. He, like if I wasn't straight, me and him would be married. By now.
I thought it was me. But you know, now that we know,
You know the truth now.
He marries Jesse for the fun. He marries Corey for the life insurance.
nothing's ever felt more accurate.
But I really.
There is no nose on the table, folks.
But I've known this kid for years now, and me and him have been through a lot just in personal lives, and
Yeah.
we just know each other. There's just that connection, and when Jawfane started, it's all like, he needs to be a part of this. I don't care how, I'm bringing him in, whether they liked it or not, and at some point he just stuck. Thank God.
I mean, we all love him.
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of that, I was all like, well, we need to do more with him. And if you've like ever seen A Day to Remember videos, they have that. I can't remember his name, but the guy is always covered in tattoos.
Tom Denny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you.
He's always in all of their music videos, and I want to kind of make Jesse that. And given that
Like
they,
our mascots.
and given that they've made me the guy behind the camera and the things that to put behind the camera.
Yeah, well, if you ever need a Tommy Chong.
Oh man, there it is.
Why are you looking at me?
That's not Tommy Chong. Like, why am I here?
He can just.
We actually lied to them to get them here.
He can just sit at practices, smoke weed, and just be like, "Yep, that sounds good. We're good."
If only I
You might
could
need
smoke
that,
weed.
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. It's against the law where I come from for some fucked up, stupid reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
I never understood it.
Fair.
Well, that's awesome. I like that you're based here in Lebanon. You're going to shoot your video here. Your music is made here. You guys live here. I mean, that's cool that you.
Y'all are going to be coming here every other week.
And I'm down. And a cherry on top of
You don't even have to play. Just come hang out.
Down.
And
It's so close to all of us.
Yeah, on top of Lebanon, we practice in Lebanon. Like, for all the live rehearsal spaces that don't exist in Lebanon, for all of us that have ever
I've
tried.
built one for more people. If y'all need people, don't have somewhere to play.
Yeah,
Give me a shout.
Jesse, we practice at Jesse's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he deals with, he works second shift like I do, and like he deals with us Saturday mornings at the crack of dawn. Like, I get to play guitar, Jesse just gets to listen, so there's a whole nother level of you have to deal with this.
Shit, yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, and he does, that's something we're saying is like, without him, we would either A, spend a lot more money in Diamond Sound, no offense to y'all are great, or we would not practice live as much. We would definitely adhere, like, be detrimental to what we do today.
That's facts, and you guys are doing a great thing. And then, not to cut it short, but we do have another great band getting ready to go on. This is going to be Catfish Seminar. Maybe we have them coming
In
on.
the video, I'll feel so bad.
There's random keys.
I think they're going to just make sure they have it.
Can I give you this camera? I was gonna get keys.
And then just one more thing while they're figuring that out, with your lyrics, and you say, you know, you like to really write. Is that why you love typo?
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously,
'Cause
like, a lot of my favorite
I love
bands,
typo.
A lot of my favorite bands and types of music, like, you know, I try to listen to stuff that really speaks to me on a lyrical level, or I listen to a lot of super vocal stuff. Like, I mean, I try to be like the Alicia Keys of the rock scene. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, you know, I listen to a lot of R&B and soul and blues, and you know, but when it comes to lyrical content, you know, like typo is big.
Oh,
definitely.
did you have like
Survive and stuff like that.
formal training, or is it just something that you've always done? Have you had vocal coaches?
I did choir for a couple years in school, but like nothing major. I mean, I was even singing bass back then. You know, it's really been this guy pushing me in the studio, showing me what my
Those are
range
fun
is.
times
Yeah.
because, like, in the studio evolved, like, understand that I've only been audio engineering for about a year. So the
Okay.
mixes you heard on the promos and all that I did, like, that's literally all the training I've had is literally YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. You learn a lot there. But like Paul, when he comes in, or Chase, or anybody comes in, like, I definitely push as much as I can. Like, here's what I'm hearing. You know, especially when it comes, like, lay down your idea. We let Paul do it live. Like, go in and I'm gonna drop this track for 4 minutes, and you just do you, boss. Like, and we'll talk about it. Like, hey, I'm feeling this. I think maybe you could work this out. And then even going as far into depth is like, okay, we're gonna take alternates, and then when I sit down to comp you down, I'll pick.
Okay.
You know what I
I'll sing
mean?
multiple harmonies on things sometimes, and you know,
That's
something
awesome.
else land, or like,
Yeah, I can
really at the end of the day, the only thing that hasn't really changed much is lyrics, just because they've kind of been cemented to the song. You know, it's like that's the final touch for me usually, is going in and marrying some lyrics to it, and then you know the harmonies and melodies.
And then,
You know, we can play with those.
and on that note, like, things we could play. So we did it in the studio. We didn't know each other very well. So like Chase played bass, I played drums, I played guitar, and like Paul just kind of hung around until it was done. Like until he got done. Now
So you
it's like
guys
we're pushing-
literally built yourselves in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Big talk.
That is so awesome.
But one thing that we're doing now, that we're doing on purpose, is who's going to write what I'm going to call the source code. Like, things change when you bring it to a band. You get the idea of the band. We change, we twist. But now Paul's going to write one from start to finish on guitar, and then we're going to work it in. Jesse's working on his own thing. We're like, since he doesn't contribute in that way, I want to see what he would if he could. And now like songwriting has become songwriting in the sense of like, okay, maybe you don't play guitar at the end of it, Paul, but like he wrote this. And we even do, like, because like, we always intended Jawfane to be 2 guitars, like in its current state, I'm super glad we didn't, and no offense to anybody who tried out along the way there. It's more of like, that we do guitar by committee sometimes.
Yeah.
Like we'll play Shapeshifter tonight, I think is our, not to give too much away, I think it's our closer. I think that's to be expected if you've been to one of our shows. But Zach wrote like the entirety of the chorus, MIDI parts and all, the keyboard backtrack and all. All I did was fill in the gaps and like figure out how fast it should have been based on how well I could play it versus you.
And it's the only song that has tempo changes.
So like we let each other kind of experiment. Zach's like, no, we're gonna go this fast here and this fast here. He's a drummer. As long as you can do that, dude, then hey, amen and God bless.
Yeah.
But like he wrote a lot of that. And then Chase, the song we're not gonna play tonight, we're working through it, is Raise. And Chase wrote a lot of the core guitar melodies, and I just play them.
Okay.
So like we do those things.
I just want to say that was a hard 45 minutes trying to teach him that main riff.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I know people that get up on stage and they play amazing, their song's great, but when you want to teach them, you know, it's just not what they do, you know? And
I mean, like, when it comes from, like, more of a bass player, like, putting his hands on the guitar and then taking...
He's not playing.
taking that idea to the guitar player.
Yeah.
So, like, hey, can you do that?
And then it's something that we do, like, some of the rules is that I could care less who writes what. It's more a matter of I'm going to play it on the recording.
yeah.
So you can teach it to me. It's going to be one guitar line. I'll incorporate and all this, that, and the other. But it's more or less of a you're going to play it too. Because we did start with you guys playing it, and then we had to go to play live. I was like, yo, picking patterns are like upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
So I'll play your idea so I can play it my way. But contribute all you want. Because Chase ends up kind of getting put in a box with the one guitar player thing. Like Eurydice, for instance, the opening track we did, like he's kind of got to hold down the main core melody.
By the way,
rhythm, sorry.
that's totally my version of Orpheus, if you know anything about Greek mythology. That was my song to my wife based on the Greek story of Orpheus. Like, it's called Eurydice. We're Orpheus and Eurydice in that story. It's just like a modern version of Greek mythology.
That's awesome.
I know all the words.
It's cool because like our friends and our families are literally our biggest fans and biggest supporters. We had some friends come out tonight, you know, who we've been, you know, dying.
Where are your friends?
Shout out right there, guy waving.
Come say hi.
Come say hi.
Where'd they come from?
So, go ahead, Paul, you got this.
Hermitage?
Yeah, you came from Hermitage, right? Donaldson Hermitage? Yeah.
I also
Nice.
went to high school with that kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then Zach had a coworker come in, one of his buddies. Shout out to him. The wife and girlfriend's here, so you know.
The lovely
The
ladies.
family.
Yeah. Our merch girls.
The Jaw
Right.
family.
The Jaw family.
The Jaw fam and the Jaw fans.
Yeah.
And Ashley, we love you. I know you're home with the baby. I miss you, baby girl.
Aww.
I got a 9-month-old at the house.
Ashley?
Yeah, my wife's name's Ashley. Raylan's name, my daughter.
Raylan? Hi, Ashley and Raylan.
And what's up? He still hasn't convinced me otherwise, but I'm pretty sure he stole my sister's name.
Raylan?
Rain.
Rain?
Which
Nice.
shout out to her, love you.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's cool too. Like I don't know how many people actually took me up on the link, but I sent this out to some friends down in Florida who might be watching. I know my uncle was like really excited to watch this tonight. So yeah.
Yeah, we put the live YouTube link on our page.
Yeah,
So
that's
our fans
awesome.
And I think it can't be understated, like, well, how much what you guys do here impacts, like, the greater good in the sense of, like, giving us a place to speak on our creative thoughts. Little band. Like, I don't mind going to shows and being the little band. Look at some of the shows we played. I have zero issue with this. I don't think we do as a unit. It's more of, like, having a place to speak your mind.
You always have to be humble, but you also need to have those outlets to connect to an audience, you know, and having those platforms available to artists is just something that we're committed to here. In addition to bringing live acts in, we actually go to shows. You know?
That's the thing too,
You can catch us, you know, at the shows.
It's great
recording.
networking opportunities.
It's just, I always hear about people talk about, you know, like the scene is dead. Well, you don't go to shows.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
It's always the people that are just stuck in their room complaining, and you don't see them at shows, but places like Warped Tour, you'll see all these people, and you're like, where are you at the local shows?
Yeah,
like, that's why venues like Cannery Ballroom, like all these places, are on the chopping block, because, you know, you want to sit in your living room and you'd be like, oh, no, the chopping block, and you're like, okay, well, but how many shows?
You went to a show there?
Yeah, when's the last time you went to a show?
Yeah, absolutely. And on that token, again, for those of them that are doing it on the smaller levels, like Sin Fox Photography with, you know, the Blast Beats at the Burrow show, like that was total DIY, guys. Like they didn't. Anybody who's ever played the Burrow knows they don't have a PA there.
Shout out to Jessica Sullivan,
Larry Fish, and all those guys.
Yeah,
Music City Metal. Music City Metal, like those guys. Like they, all you got to do is send them a message because they're happy to work with people.
Yeah.
Like if
Our first show was Fish Fest.
Yeah, like they're
that's
happy.
what Keto was saying, and I met the fishes here during, was it the Halloween fest? They did something on Halloween. Yeah. So I met them here. But I've only been in Nashville for a year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
There's
like,
a lot of good people here in the scene.
there's great people here, and that's what I was talking about earlier when you guys came in.
Gotcha.
Just how I've never felt like a stranger here. Like I felt like I found
Sorry about
people when I got here.
Yeah.
So
I grew up in the music scene. Like my family all worked at Starwood Amphitheater. Shout out to Starwood Amphitheater.
I miss Starwood Amphitheater.
Yeah, I do too.
Damn,
I spent the first
Starwood.
15 years of my life there.
You
with my
lucky
family.
bastard.
I got to go to every show I wanted to grow up.
I went to many shows there though.
Yeah.
What kind of Boy Scout badge?
I can't even name all the shows I went to.
I can name quite a few of the ones I've been
Like
to.
it's hard. Sometimes I'll like find a ticket stub and I'll be like, oh man, I did go see Huey Lewis in the news, and I'm like,
I remember when they went. They were there.
So like,
I seen Van Hagar.
Yeah, Van Hagar. Actually, there was a night
love the Red Rocker.
We are in the right company. And they would switch back and forth.
I said I love the Red
wasn't there
Rocker.
for
I
that
don't care
one.
what
I just
anyone
seen the
says.
Aerosmith like a dozen
Hagar
times.
I've seen
can sing.
Aerosmith 3 times there.
You need a shirt.
Pearl Jam
I need you to wear that
twice.
everywhere you go.
Lollapalooza.
Pearl Jam?
Yes, Pearl Jam
Matt
twice.
was at Pearl Jam's Drop in the Park where they have the video of him hanging out on those.
Oh, yeah.
He was there live. He grew up
Wow.
in Seattle during
Yeah.
Fucking air, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fucking nuts.
You probably won't see me doing that anytime soon. Too old.
Listen, don't do that to us.
Don't give us
Like I
heart
said,
attacks.
if you see me drop
Yeah.
during Soothsayer, it's planned. Any other time,
Call
Oh, yeah, we actually had to have that conversation. So like Paul, I think it was before the end show. Paul's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be dramatic at the end of Soothsayer." I'm like, glad you said something because I'd worried about you. I
Yeah.
looked at you and been like, "Yo, you okay?"
So we had a bass player, Steve. Who? That's a drink. So we had a bass player, Steve, and he would make faces on stage when he was playing because he was into it. And I remember someone going, "Is he okay? I really thought there was something wrong." I'm like, "Dude, he was grooving."
a lot of times I don't even like open my eyes when I'm really feeling the song because as much as I want to connect to people, and
You're
that's the whole reason
transcending.
like I'm in a whole nother
That's
realm.
the best way to do
It's
it.
the best therapy right now.
Yeah.
It really is.
So,
Well, they feel that.
Yeah, I hope.
You connect, like they feel it. The only way they don't feel is if you never make eye contact.
Obviously you get on stage. So the connection where like you do close your eyes. I used to get like when I played in like theater in college. I used to give out snot for doing those kinds of things. You're gonna do the jazz, so you close. I know you're supposed to connect to the audience. I hear you. But, like when I close my eyes in this room tonight, like it's more of like you said, like transcend's a good word for it, because it's literally me as much as I can connecting to the sound to give that to you, and like your judgment is in your judgment.
And your movement.
Yes.
Like when you're playing, like all of a sudden you're in the zone and it's just like, oh my God, you become one with the instrument. You become one with whatever you're doing. And
it's a great
essentially
feeling when
you're
a
just,
musician.
that's what
I've
it
had that
is.
feeling a few times in my life, and it's
The
fucking amazing.
the best feeling I've ever had is
Yes.
being behind a drum kit.
It beats any high that I've ever felt. Really.
Playing
on
a
the
great
note of
bass
being-
riff.
And I love
or-
chasing it.
Yeah.
Love chasing it.
Most
man.
expensive addiction you will ever have.
Music.
That is my vinyl collection. Yes, absolutely accurate. Mine too. But on that note of like vibing with the audience, the other thing is like like playing with people who like understand you, that you were having fun. Like when we did the first show at the end, we were all on pins and needles. And we played a show in 8 months. Like our second real show, like 200 people here. Like thank you, Rebecca Cole. Like it's real talk. Like we were nervous, and the only thing I knew to say was that like, hey, don't forget to enjoy it.
Right.
Like don't forget to get up there and remember like that you were young, that you love to do this. Like yes, it's nerve wracking. We're older now. We think about it too much. I hear you. Right now, we're gonna go out there and make the 16-year-old kid in a version of us proud, and they can say whatever they want when we're done. Like remember to enjoy it. I feel like a lot of bands see it as like work, and it is like right. Like look at
it is
it's work, but like at the same
make it fun.
Make it fun, and like don't sweat the small things sometimes. Like like a lot of small moves will make a big change, but don't sweat them sometimes.
No.
Like
Yep.
Like the backtracks failed the first show we had. No one will ever know that if I don't say it. Like,
Yeah.
So Zach walked away like, hey, I need them to be better. Then cool, let's work that.
Yeah.
I was at the Cobra a couple weeks ago, and the opening band, something happened with his gear to where it all got shot, and so he couldn't work it, and it was his first show ever. And he felt so bad, and I looked at him like, dude, it's your first show.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, all these bands will play with you again. You will get booked again. It's gonna be fine.
And I'm
You're
super
good.
critical of like myself. I'll go back. I'll listen to live shows that we recorded. I'll be like, fucked up there. Fucked up there.
I'm
But
saying-
my girlfriend will listen. My girlfriend will listen to the same thing, and she'll be like,
That's awesome.
I didn't hear it. That sounded great. And I'm like, you didn't. Well,
And
okay,
out of all of
that's-
us, it might be good that Zach is a perfectionist because like when we go to do like his drum recordings, like every step we add, so like Zach's drums are done. Like that's typically the first step in a band. Like then bass will happen, and Zach will go through and he'll be like, all right, that could have been better, you know, blah blah blah. He's the most critical of himself, as far as like in the band, because a lot of us take the idea of
Are they good?
like it doesn't have to be perfect because it's rock and roll. Like Zach sometimes got to back up on that a little.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. So without further ado, I believe we have keyboards up and working.
Hell yeah! Excited to see
Back
you
to what we
guys.
were saying, we've got Catfish Seminar going live.
Do you mind grabbing me a beer?
Did you test your guitar?
Was there any waters in there?
Stressed everybody.
Water's over there.
All right, here we go. We're the Catfish Seminar. Oh, wait. All right. Your hands adorned in gold, make a charming toast. But your cigar smoke is getting on my clothes. Who shined your shoes? Did you pay him well? Without that, you've been running. I bet they were scuffed to hell. All those martyrs, souls that don't rain. You're a puppeteer, and his puppets fall from broken strings. Well, it's a
Long, lonely trail
crying wolf,
above the law.
and they are.
Hide on your tail.
You know that it's
It's a long, long way to fall.
you have a
Little brush with death.
every time.
You miss a step.
Oh, the higher you climb, the harder you fall. You try to lure me in with your white tooth grin, but I'm a tricky one to have you from the palm of your hand. I see through those eyes to a heart that has no use. Yeah, you've never cared a day in your life about anybody but you. Well, the sun is coming out, but you have to hide. 'Cause ain't nobody
as he drove away, wishing he could stay. The old man cried as he drove away. The old man cried. The old man cried as he drove away, wishing he could stay.
All right, thank you. Is that thing supposed to sound like that? Yeah. Is it? I feel like there was a metal band in here before, and they sounded less distorted than we do as a duo. I think maybe if you turn it down over here, the speaker seems like it's maxing out of its gourd.
Yeah, just overdrive.
No. Not particularly. No. Yeah. Very old dusty record player. But for anybody who's watching right now, we're the Catfish Seminar, and my name's Andy Janes, Craig Anderson. He made it to the party, but we got a record coming out in 7 days, May 6th. So I do hope you go check out our YouTube channel. If you guys are watching from YouTube right now, just Catfish Seminar. Hit subscribe. We got videos coming out. We posted a video today. Did a cover of an Amy Winehouse song. So check it. Ooh, that's... All right, I'm just going to turn her down. Yeah, seems like it could work. Does it sound okay on the air? Okay. You just got to turn down. Just turn down everything. Is that thing still loud? I turned it down. It could. I think it could go down a little bit. I mean, we have to hear something. Okay, we're good. I think. Check. Yeah, sounds like we're probably good. Yeah. Okay, Back to the Future.
That was the Smashing Pumpkins version of the Catfish Seminar.
Yeah.
Despite all my rage, I am still just a...
All right, here we go. You ready? This one's called The Great Peacock Farm.
All right, Andy Jane, let's do it.
Start her off, Craig. I've been busy picking peacocks on my grandpa's farm. I got a hole in my quill and I ran out of yarn. I've been patching up this barn roof that's been leaking for months on end. Got an appointment with my psychiatrist, but if I'm honest, I'm probably gonna cancel it again. I gotta sow my garden, baby, start a planter's box. Well, the winter's over, let the spring begin, and all the work that comes with it, I just dive right in. And oh, I gotta fetch the eggs from the coop. I almost forgot. Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Crazy, but I sure do love him, and he's gonna need all the help he can get.
Lord knows he does there, folks.
And the grass needs mowing, the tractor needs repairing, little Betty needs help with fixing her hair, 'cause she's showing her ducks down at the county fair tonight. Man, I gotta get out, tend to my bees, the hive died this winter, and I need a new queen, and I gotta run to town 'cause the well ran out, and I really like to brush my teeth. Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Take it, Craig.
flocks and this litter of kittens, well, they need their shots, but the farmer down the way really seems to want to be my friend.
I should bet it does there, Andy J.
On the news these days, it all seems to be bad. The climate's eating up and these floods are out of hand, so I pick up my broom and do what I do best. I sweep it all right under the rug. Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Will I have the time? Oh Lord, will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? Let's sing it again. Will I have the time? Will I have the time? Will I have the time? I don't think that I'm gonna have the time. Oh no. Will I have the time? Oh Lord. Will I have the time? Will I have the time to fall in love? To fall in love. You know, I'd really like to go out with you one of these days, but I just don't think I'll have the time or the stability to fall in love. I want 2, 3, 4.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I think this probably needs to be turned down more, or something's going on crazy back here. Can I turn this volume down on this? Real quick? Yeah, I think this is too loud because it's distorting. Just main mix. Oh, main mix is all.
That's not-
front one.
That's
is-
not.
is
That's not.
distorted.
That's my mixer for my.
Oh, okay. I'd put it right back. Okay.
The feed actually sounds a lot better.
Got you. All right. Well, glad everybody but me gets to hear a good show.
We're just used to the campfire jam anyway, so you know. I like
All
playing in
right.
this barn though. This is awesome.
Here we go. This is a slow one.
Yeah, thank you guys for having us here.
You're welcome.
Alone on a park bench under the stars, you told me you loved me, and I drove off. Why is loving you so damn hard? I'm no angel, my words were brash, but you shattered my grace when you slammed the dash. But the way your story ends depends on the way that it starts. Why
Thank you. All right, now we gotta speed it up. Now we're time for the hoedown. You guys ready for the hoedown? Woo! You guys got moonshine over here
Johnny said he
for all
had
the
some
folks watching at
moonshine.
home.
That's awesome. You know, love is about, sadness and also dancing. So that's first you get to dance and you have a broken heart. I don't know. So what's
Dance of a broken heart.
I don't know. There's a song in
Dancing of a broken heart. I know that's that
Winner
song,
of
right?
a lonely heart.
Something like that.
Yeah, owner of a lonely heart. Yeah, owner of a lonely heart.
Boner in a lonely heart.
I said winner.
Boner in a lonely heart. Oh, that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
That's even better.
I want to hang out with that person on Broadway. That's all I know. Go to Kid Rock's big ass honky tonk. Yeah, it would. I thought we were doing Pretty Little Lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This one's one of Craig's songs. Craig has a face full of dander and pollen, so he's taking it slightly easier tonight on his vocals.
That's why I need the moonshine to clear my sinuses, I believe.
Oh, well then it looks like.
I haven't taken a shot yet, but
We gotta have a shot of moonshine.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Okay, let's play this one and then we'll do a shot of.
Well, pretty little lady, long dress on. Come down home and sing a song. Oh, pretty little lady, can I stay? Seems our love has faded away. Oh, Lord, well, why don't I need you anymore? We left the love down by the shore, but I might just crawl back to you for more. But oh, why don't I need you anymore? Pretty little lady, long dress on. Come down home and sing a song. Pretty little lady, can I stay? 'Cause my guitar is packed away. Oh Lord, well, why don't I need you anymore? We left the love down by the shore, but I might just crawl back to you for more. But oh, why don't I need you anymore? I'll tell you what, Andy James. Oh, pretty little lady, come back home. Pretty little lady, come back home. But I hope I find you all alone. Oh, pretty little lady, come back home. Oh, why don't I need you anymore? We left the love down by the shore, but I might just crawl back to you for more. But oh, why don't I need you anymore? But oh, why don't I need you anymore? But oh, why don't I need you anymore?
I mean, I guess I'll have one. I guess if you're gonna twist my arm, I'll have one.
What do they call
All
that
right.
instrument?
It's a washboard.
It's a washboard? I was
Yeah.
just telling Miranda
Rub
over here,
board.
I can finally get that washboard stomach I always wanted.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cheers.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's exactly how it works, Keita. Don't you kill my dreams.
You're awesome.
Ooh, that's properly Tennessee
Didn't we talk about yes and?
Yeah, yes and. Yes and.
Oh.
That is totally.
Thank you so much.
Eat your heart out, Matthew McConaughey.
All right, here we go. This one's for Matthew McConaughey. Please, baby, come back down.
it to finish with your head up in the clouds. Well, my nose is an inch from the window pane, straining to see if your head's still in the game. 'Cause you can't get caught up in the destination and forget to walk. And I would really, really like to get there with you, but you ain't gonna get far on all that talk. Well, I know how much you love your fun, but I don't want to start all over from square one. And I can't plead with you per my pride, so I would really like it if you listen just this time. Oh no, you can't get caught up in the destination and forget to walk. And I would really, really, really like to get there with you, but you ain't gonna get far on all that talk. Well, I don't want a time to be up, but it's gonna take a little bit more than luck. Are you ready? Because I don't think you understand that this road is a longer than you think. Because you can't get caught up in the destination and forget to walk. And I would really, really, really like to get there with you, but you ain't gonna get far on all that talk. Well, no, you can't get caught up in the destination, forget to walk. And I would really, really, really like to get there with you, but you ain't gonna get there on all that talk. Oh, no, on all that talk, on all that talk. Well, I think that moonshine kicked in a little early. I feel like. You want to do dog on chain? Sure. All right, here we go. That's what the moonshine does. Ooh, I could probably play these. All right, this one's this song has already been on this stage once by our friends the Tennessee Troubadour Rabblers. Fantastic band, definitely one of my favorite bands in Nashville right now. If you don't know them, check them out. But they covered this one. Our version's called Dog on Shame. I think their version's something more along the lines of goddamn shame. They're the rebels. All right.
We miss summer, we miss spring. Left me stranded in the cold dark rain, stuck in Nashville, all alone, with an empty bottle and a long drive home. 'Cause I don't love you anymore. Seems like I'm walking or through a broken door. Well, my heart's bleeding, lying on the floor. Well, it's a doggone shame I don't love you anymore. It seems our love now is a broken maze. Well, it's a doggone shame, babe, that we lost this race. 'Cause we miss summer and we miss spring. You left me stranded in the cold dark rain. I'm stuck in Nashville all alone, with an empty bottle and a long drive home. 'Cause I don't love you anymore. It seems like I'm walking through a broken door. Well, my heart's bleeding, lying on the floor. Well, it's a goddamn shame I don't love you anymore. Well, it's a goddamn shame I don't love you. I don't love you anymore.
Yeah! I had to do it for the rap.
Thank you so much. What kind of time do we have left? So like one song, two songs? One song, two? All right, let's do two. Fort Little Red Bird? Oh yeah. It glows in the dark. They glow in the dark. If anybody out there watching this wants any of our merch, go to catfishseminar.com. I just posted it all the other day. Yeah.
You guys need to make hats like his with your logo on it.
Oh. Wow.
I would wear one everywhere.
It sounds like a really expensive
Is
merch
that a
item.
Hatworks hat?
Like, listen, he's killing the
That's his
mysterious
COVID
guitar
hat.
player.
That's his
not in a
stimulus
ba-
check
not-
hat.
Not in a bad way.
Craig started during the pandemic when we all got our stimulus checks.
It came from San Francisco. when I
Craig
was
just
a
started
kid.
getting boxes sent to the door.
Is it the hat?
Just boxes of hats, boxes of instruments. Like every day there was a new box of something. I was like, Craig, it's not gonna last forever.
Yes, it will. Damn right it will.
Yeah.
There are two things I love in life, Andy G, and that is fishing and that is a good hat.
Yeah.
So that's all there is to it.
Simple man over here.
How about the San Francisco thing? He's been here a while.
Was that the hat shop on Haight Street?
I have a couple from there. Like this one is from San Francisco.
Yeah.
Haight Street.
No, it's right in the Haight-Ashbury district. There's a
Oh,
hat
okay.
shop that has nice.
And
Okay.
I thought you were still talking about Howard.
Yeah.
I haven't found
Ooh.
one.
They got hats and feathers
Listen,
and all kinds. Yeah.
I always tell people you never regret buying something. You pretty much always regret not buying something.
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
see it and it's really good, buy it.
Yeah.
Just buy it. Craig, I don't have to teach him that lesson. He already taught himself that lesson. All right, this song is called "The Fort," and we have our first official music video that came out in December. Is this song? So check it out on YouTube. The plates are flying, our dogs are crying, and by the lights on their porch, I'd say the neighbors hear us yelling. They've heard it before. The doors are slamming, your mouth's a cannon. We're geared up for war until I open up the door and say, "I'll hold down the fort while you walk and clear your head. It's not a trick, I swear. Go blow some steam off at the bar. I'll run a bath and play guitar. And when you're back, we will have a fresh start. So I odd years, and they'd never get here together. Without a few tears, they'd be the first ones to say, sometimes you've gotta walk away before anybody gets hurt. So hold down the fort while you walk and clear your head. It's not a trick, I swear. Go blow some steam off at the bar. I'll run a bath and play guitar. And when you're back, we will have a fresh start. So hold down the fort. I don't stop thinking when you're gone, but I stop holding on to my pride and my need to be right. Because it's worth it, we deserve it, to set it all aside and pick it up a little later tonight. So hold down the phone all you want and clear your head. It's not a trick, I swear. Go blow some steam off at the bar. I'll run a bath and play guitar. And when you're back, we will have a fresh start. So hold down the fort.
Miss Amy Jean, everybody.
Thank you. Craig, can I borrow your harmonica rack for this one, do you think? Of course. Possibly. All right. So funny thing about Craig and I, we met each other here in Nashville, Tennessee at Fran's East Side Karaoke Bar. And it's a really cute little karaoke bar, dirty, smoky, you know, all the things that we love the most about a karaoke bar. And we met, and he was playing the harmonica, and I was singing, and I had moved here with the intention of learning to play the harmonica. So I approached him, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm gonna need some harmonica lessons." I need them too. Yeah. Well, listen, don't ask him, because he said, well, I don't think I'm qualified, but I do not think I'm qualified. But he said, you know how many people ask me that question? And I'm like, okay, probably a lot. And he's like, you know what I always say to them? I'm like, okay, I'm sure you say no. And he's like, I do. But you know what? I'm going to say yes to you. And I'm like, oh, wow, why? Because you think I'd be fun to teach? Or he's like, no. And he looked me square in the eye and he said, because you deserve it. I know. So sweet. So sweet. And this poet, listen, I'm almost there. And so we exchanged numbers. He has a 217 area code, Central Illinois, small town, which is where I'm from. My area code is still 217. And I'm like, oh, holy hell, where are you from? And he's from an hour north of where I grew up. Right along the same state highway 45, right along the same train tracks. We could hear the same train going off an hour away. And you know what he says to me? He looks me once again dead in the eye like a little crazy poet that he is. He said, we drank water from the same well. And I was like, we're going to be friends.
Except she's a Cardinals fan and I'm a Cavs fan.
Right, so this next song is about Cardinals and he's well, you're always staring at me, sitting on that same old branch of that crooked old tree. Oh, little red bird, you might be laughing at me, but I don't care, 'cause as long as you're there, well, I'm happy. Is it the sound of my singing that's drawing you in? All the notes that are ringing out the door and into the wind. down. It's cold now, and the snow is coming down. My little red friend is nowhere to be found. But I'll hold on, and I'll still sing. Every day looking forward to seeing that bird in the spring. Oh, little red bird, always staring at me. Sitting on that same other edge of that crooked oak tree. Oh, little red bird, you might be laughing at me, but I don't care 'cause I'm there when I'm happy.
Thank you guys. Miss Andy Jane with the Catfish Seminar.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh my God, yes!
Jawfane coming back up
Holy
next, y'all.
cow.
Jawfane is coming back. from
Jawfane is going to come back up, but we're going to get you guys at the table before they do.
I'm a huge fan of Bob Dylan, Neil Young, Emmylou Harris, and all that stuff like that. I'm a new fan.
That's what I said.
Oh, I
I
had-
had Bob Dylan and
I-
Arlo Guthrie on the stage.
Yeah, Arlo
Same
Guthrie,
time,
Charles
dude.
Van
Oh my
Zandt.
god.
It was so
Tennessee
good.
Tennessee Troubadour Rabblers
Rabble.
introduced me to them because they wanted to play one of their songs last time they were here. I listened to them for like 3 or 4 days on Amazon Music, and I fell in love with them. I was like, these guys are
I'm a huge
freaking
fan.
awesome.
Lyrical
Yeah,
content.
I was like so excited. I wanted them here from that day. I was like, just that one song I heard, I was like, I kind of want them here. Then I listened to them. I was like, yeah, I definitely want them here. I'm so happy they came.
And like
They're
they said,
fucking
you
amazing.
can get their merch direct from their website, which is catfishseminar.com. Is that correct?
Is it catfishseminar.com the website?
Correct.
Yes.
If you go to their website, you can stay up to date with what they're doing, but you can also get their cool shirts. I, in fact, bought one of their shirts tonight.
Yes, you did.
I did. Look at how spiffy that shirt is.
You got $20
That's
so I can buy one?
beautiful.
You got $20 I can borrow so I can buy one?
Maybe. Maybe.
I have no cash on me.
I might could have $20, but it'll cost you.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. I bought a Jawfane shirt. That's where all my cash went.
No, that's fine. I am totally down with making sure that you leave
But I
here
do
tonight
want-
with a Catfish Seminar
I do
shirt.
want one of their shirts badly.
Because
No, we'll never switch.
Yeah.
If she gives me that one, she'll never get it back, and I'll never get mine back. So,
yeah, it's true.
yeah,
it's
that's
true.
how it works.
But we are always here supporting local musicians, and as you can see, they are ready to get back up on that stage.
Aren't they?
What were we talking about before
I have
the
no
break?
idea.
I know that you were doing a lot of
I
stuff.
was
We were
doing a lot.
talking about. It was really cool to get to know Jawfane's creative. Kind of glimpse into their mind.
It was,
great,
wasn't
man.
it? It was.
Yeah,
it was
they're
really
they were
great.
really good at like filling time and
Yes,
telling
it was a
stories
good
and-
interview. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I wasn't part of it. I'm glad you were here.
No, I just, I love the
Thank
fact.
you so much.
That's what I'm here for.
You're a great wrangler.
She really is.
I'm good for something sometimes.
No, she's good for a lot. I'm sure she's good for a lot. Matt, you better agree to that.
Yeah. 60% of the time, every time.
60.
Wait, no.
Now that's.
We're not talking about
Hold
you.
on, no.
We're not talking about you.
I'm the cowbell champion.
He's the
Mid-South,
cowbell
bro.
champion. But
hold down the cowbell.
he does probably do at least 75% of everything at the house.
Oh,
Like before I can even get home from work, he's done the dishes.
Shout out to
He'll
the fucking
do
roadies.
laundry.
The roadies make the world go around.
I was about
Like-
to say, that's the vocalist for Jawfane. He's doing most of the work.
Like
around
I
the
get
house.
home from like he makes
Well, look
sure
who's
that I
here.
can enjoy my day off.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my
wait,
goodness.
is he? Yes.
He is
We
showing
got them both
up.
here. Live,
Live
both of them
and in
here.
person.
All right.
Oh my God. So for
You want another
those
shot?
Sure.
No,
why not?
I'm good.
All right.
A shot?
Yeah, I'll drink a shot of that.
Get that apple pie right there.
Yeah.
Give me one of those shot glasses. You get one of those shot glasses. I'll do one more.
you
but
get
then
a
I'm
line,
done.
I get a pole.
I can only do
I
one
thought it was
more.
you do a line and I do a
I've done-
line.
It is. It's you do a line, I do a line. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love that.
You do a line, I do a line.
Love that. Is that their original song?
I think so.
I
think so.
hope so, because
I
they're
think
gonna
so.
get famous off of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
great
yeah.
fucking
They're
song.
gonna get famous off of that song, and I
love that
cannot
song.
wait to
I
see
tried to
it.
get Eric
Thank
playing
you.
the other night. He
Thank
wouldn't.
you.
Like,
Thank you for being
Yeah, we were
here.
around.
You're so
You guys are
welcome.
fucking amazing. I'm so
Thank
glad
you.
y'all
Oh
are
my
here.
God, you guys are
Seriously,
so
you guys
great.
are gonna get famous off of your songs.
Oh, God.
I was like, whose song is that? She's like, that's hers. I was like,
Yeah.
that sounds so amazing, professional. Like, it's
Thank
just,
you.
yeah.
I love the fact that you had to come to Nashville to meet each other.
I know.
That is awesome.
I
Yeah.
know.
That is a great story.
Yeah.
And how long have you been here, Greg?
I got here the same time Andy Jane did. It was
Really?
right around Halloween of like 5 years ago, approaching Halloween. So this is our 5th year here.
Yeah.
Coming up on Thanksgiving and all that. So,
We got here at the same time. I
Wow.
moved here in October of 2017. He moved here in November of 2017, right?
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
Same time for the same reason, chasing the dream, but sort of not really sure where to go with it, like
Yeah.
in what direction it's going to manifest itself, but just like I need to do music.
Yes.
I need to do music.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Craig, we both landed here. We both also were drawn to Fran's East Side because it feels like a small town bar.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
East Side is kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
good little. I remember when it wasn't what it is now,
Yeah.
and to hear about it now was after I moved here, and to hear about what's going on down there in
Oh,
East Side,
yeah.
it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I wish I stayed there
Right?
many times because I never had a chance to get into
I
all
wish-
that, and it's just awesome what's happening down there.
Right. I wish I bought a house there 10 years ago. I'd be a millionaire.
You would.
Yeah.
You would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be in a heartbeat.
That's funny.
Yeah.
It reminds me of, the idea. Well, I came from Denver, and then I made my way to Arkansas, and that song "Doggone Shame," it happened because I got left at the airport. And,
Oh no.
and
In
I,
Nashville.
and literally, I was stuck in Nashville, and I wrote that song on a paper plate, and
Wow.
I was not planning on going there, so I wasn't coming to Nashville to follow a dream.
Yeah.
I
And now
was
look
trying to
where
get
You just
you're
got
at.
stranded?
Yeah, you got stranded.
Well, that's
There-
not what he told me when we met.
There are no mistakes in the universe.
Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, man. You know.
No, make it,
That is true.
The funny
Make
thing
it
is
fun.
I met a guy that had a record studio and all that, and that night when I got stuck, he invited me to his studio and I recorded some songs and then got me back to Nashville. So that's why she has that part of it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the rest it's just a blur. I mean, I don't know.
Well, you told me you were sitting there, friends, and you were writing on a napkin, as he still to this day does. Just like songs just pour out of him, lyrics pour out of him, which is great.
Lyrics on napkins are some of the best lyrics ever written.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
It's true.
I wrote so many stuff on napkins that I wish I still had and put into something, but I lost them.
See, that's
Just-
why it's
just
not
little
the
sayings.
best.
Yeah.
It
You
is.
always lose them.
If you're smart, you don't lose
I
them.
must-
But if you're mean, you
Yeah.
fucking.
You can't
what's
write
this?
songs while you're eating
Listen.
barbecue, Johnny. It just
That's
doesn't
the
work.
Now I try to use a phone. If I find the napkin, then I type it into a note on my phone.
Oh, see, that's where they all get lost for me. Phones, napkins, all get lost. I just am a responsible songwriter. I always carry a notebook with me.
Yes.
I do
Yes.
hundreds.
Yes.
I not literally, but
I was
it's
taught
quite a
that.
bit.
I was
It will
told
be
that a
literal.
long time ago. Carry a
Yes.
notebook with you.
Yes.
Write the shit down on a
Yeah.
notebook.
Sometimes it doesn't work.
I once wrote I wrote a book in a notebook, like 4
Whoa.
chapters,
Oh, no.
and then lost the damn notebook.
Right.
Well, you're
Oh
just
my God.
irresponsible
I
all the
am
way around.
I was badly irresponsible. It took me to have a child to fucking grow up and realize I need to be responsible.
And he
now.
only lost her 4 times.
No,
say, how
five.
much?
Five. 5 times. If she was here, she would say 6.
It was 4 last week, but since then, now it's 5. It's 5.
She's too old now for me to lose her. But maybe she'd say 6. Honestly, there is a story about my daughter leaving her at Walmart. Not leaving her, but she you know kids.
Right?
Kids can be kids, right?
Yeah.
Well, my kid one time, I was like, come on, let's go. And she's like, Dad, I want to sit here. I'm like, no, come on. She's done with the toys. She's in the toy section. She's playing with some. And I'm like, no, come on, let's go. She didn't want to go. So I'm like, you know what? I'm walking away. I walked away and I hid and I watched her looking for me before I finally caught her when she went to the customer service desk. And I'm like, I knew where she was at the whole time.
That's committing to the bit,
But-
though.
Well, I do that though. I mean, hell, one time.
I'm gonna roll with this for a little bit.
Teenage life is fun. If you ever have kids, when they're teenagers, is the best time to have fun with them. Because she thought she could be there and I'm the grown up. Her cats. She had 2 cats. Wouldn't change the litter box. I asked her to change the litter box. Come on. We moved in. My new wife. Well, we weren't married yet, but we just got here, and she's like, "Can you say something to her about the litter box? Say something." I'm like, "Look, if you don't start taking care of the litter box, I'm getting rid of the cats."
Or I'm gonna put the.
Now you get a teenage girl who loves her animals, thinks she could say to her dad, "Well, you get rid of the cats, I'm gone." Challenge accepted. Motherfucker, challenge accepted.
Wow.
Because she knows how I am.
Right?
She's been like this since she was little. She's always done that shit. Yeah.
You lose that battle 9 out of 10 times.
No, the cats got thrown out that door that day. I knocked on her door, said, "Call your mama if you want to get those, and go get your cats." Of course, she goes outside to get her cats, and she's like, "I'm sorry, Dad." But that's how I raised her, though. I raised her to have that attitude. Because you got to have that attitude in life. You gotta be able to do that. If you don't have that attitude, you're just going to be stepped on your entire life.
Right. That's the
So-
way. I mean, Andy and I came from the country. Same like where you guys live, and this reminds me of Home Idea. But we have a song called "Landlocked Lady," and that's Andy Jane's autobiography. It's, I'm a landlocked lady. Just let me be.
Yeah.
It's just, but it's
I'm
all
not an
that
ocean
tough-
person.
The tough love of the idea of like thick and skin. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It's true.
I'm really excited about my Andy Jane sticker too.
Right.
I cannot
man.
wait to put it on my.
Wait, you didn't
My
even get to
case.
see this one yet. Hold
You
on.
got stickers?
Yeah.
You got money?
So I know.
He's talking about being a millionaire.
I
You
know.
win a scratch ticket.
So here's the other one.
Oh my god.
Those are dope. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I want those.
Take
Those
them.
are mine.
Oh, they're so
God,
great.
those
I have
are
more
awesome.
stickers. You can get one out.
That's awesome. I will put them up here somewhere.
Those are
And you
Oh my
know,
God,
so
they're so great.
Jawfane was talking about how they do all their designs, which I love, and I love all your guys' designs.
Thank you.
So
Right.
fantastic. And
awesome.
so I joke that I like designing stickers more than I actually like being a musician. So I'm actually secretly I'm just a musician just so I can design my own stickers.
There you go. There you go. That's the way to live.
Yeah.
Those are amazing stickers.
We all
They
have
really
to sacrifice
Right,
for our
exactly.
dreams.
But I went home
Well, it
over
sounds
Easter
like
and
we're
I
going to
saw
have
my
very
sticker
much luck
collection.
with our next record. Good to know,
But the
Andy J.
stickers are gonna be
This thing's gonna be
Damn.
awesome, though.
I thought I was in this for the long
I'm
haul.
just gonna make a record-shaped sticker, Craig, and I'll be like,
There you
here's
go.
our next record.
There you go.
Did you make your necklace?
This thing? No,
It's awesome.
I did
That's
not.
awesome.
Actually, I bought this in Chicago right before I moved to Nashville. I knew I was gonna move here, and I was like,
That's
need
a Nashville thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
a Nashville
awesome.
look. Yeah. That is amazing.
I noticed
Thank you.
your Grateful Dead pin.
Oh, no kidding.
What's your favorite Grateful Dead song?
Oh, man. I love... So the reason why
Catfish John.
I found...
It's a good song.
Well,
It
it's
is.
like the
It is a
Beatles.
great
Every
song.
day they change. But, I mean, honestly, the reason why I discovered the Grateful Dead is because I found out that they brought Bob Dylan out of retirement.
They
and
did?
then
Yes.
They went
Yeah.
with Dylan and the Dead. And then so I
Yes.
started listening to that.
a great fucking shit right there.
Yeah, man, I love it.
It is.
Yeah,
I love that stuff.
Holy cow, Jerry Garcia band with, playing
Dylan and Jimmy.
Yeah, man. And so at Red Rocks, Colorado, at a Further show on my birthday one night, my friends put this on my jacket, Illinois Steal Your Face pin. So.
Dude, that's awesome.
Is
that what brought you to the Haight-Ashbury district and where you got the hat and everything?
Well, I was hitchhiking from Fort Collins, Colorado.
Yeah.
So, that was when I was.
So his thumb took him to San Francisco.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it, though. You're gonna go.
His thumb, maybe a little
That's
leg.
a commitment right there.
That's Kerouac. That's totally.
I woke up there and I was
Yeah.
like, what in the hell am I doing? But it was 66 days later, and I saw the whole. I went up to Missoula, Montana, up to Glacier, back down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there, yeah.
And
It
that's
was
how
amazing.
you write lyrics, man.
Yeah, that's a story and a half.
Yeah, up the 101, and then I started with $6 and came back with $8.
There you go.
$2
That's a
in the black,
profit.
buddy.
That's a profit right there.
Yeah, that's like 33% or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Tours,
So we got a Jawfane coming up whenever they get back in. Yeah, let's do the commercial.
Oh!
This is for Chad. Yeah, shameless plug.
Ding!
Guitarcheology.
Yes. Guitarcheology.
Guitarcheology.
Jack's guitar.
I was gonna say sorry, y'all.
You know what? Fuck y'all.
Here's-
One more shot.
And here's a commercial.
Coming up here in a little bit is Jawfane. I think we're missing a couple people, maybe one person.
They're getting
I can't
set
count
up
right now.
But can I ask Andy Jane a question?
Yes, ask Andy Jean one more question. You got one more question.
I got
Bring it on.
One more question.
Ooh,
You better be
bring
a
it
good
on.
one.
Dang.
It better be a good one.
No, like really, I just want. Okay, so you came here specifically to do music.
I did.
You consider yourself a songwriter.
Correct.
So, what inspires you to continue to write? Because I know you write a lot. Like where do you draw your inspiration from, or is it just something you do every day? Like, how do you motivate yourself to continue writing?
I do not ever have to motivate myself. I have to motivate myself to do everything but writing. The reason that I continue writing is because it is my favorite way to procrastinate doing all of the other things that I need motivation for.
That is a damn great.
It's just true.
That's what I want to do now. Fuck work. I'm sorry. I can't come to work tomorrow. I gotta write.
Andy Jean made it sound like it's not being lazy.
Yeah.
That's the cool
It's
part.
not being lazy. It really is not.
Everyone's like, get off the couch and stop writing songs.
Yes, it is not being lazy. That is
She's like, no, it's
amazing.
'cause
I love that.
Do you have like a favorite writing corner in your house or a place to go?
I always have my keyboard set up in my basement. So my basement, I have an Airbnb upstairs, which is like lots of sunlight and space, and there's a TV and all of the things that you don't really want around. Although I did just recently get a piano upstairs, which I am obsessed with.
Yes,
but
I would be too.
yes, but
If
downstairs.
I knew how to play piano.
Yes. Oh my God, it's so lovely.
You don't have to know how to play piano to be obsessed with the piano.
You really don't. You really don't. You just have one in front of you. You start teaching yourself.
Yes.
You start learning as you play with it.
It's true. You just gotta bang around on it for a
Yeah.
while.
You do. Then you find that rhythm, and that's
Yeah.
it. It's like every other instrument out there.
Let her
It's true.
finish.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
But then downstairs I have my keyboard set up and I have the speaker, and I love to always sing in the microphone and put some reverb on. The more nice you sound to yourself, the more you want to continue doing it, is how I feel.
Yeah.
So I go down there and there's no TV downstairs, so there's no distraction in that realm. There's lots of plants. It's dark, it's cozy. I have like good lighting, and that's where I like to write my songs for the most part.
What kind of plants do you have in your basement?
Oh my God.
The kind that needs
What
little
kind do I?
light.
Well, okay, I have a big picture window, so.
Oh, okay.
In the winter
Welcome to Homegrown God
It's
Studios.
It's a walk-in basement.
It's not like
Right.
HomeMade God Studios.
good
We
question.
have no windows in here.
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
grow any plants in here.
Oh, you can grow plants in here. I'm horticulturist. No, we can get it done.
Ooh, what kind of plants?
If we fail, that's what's going to be next.
I think we have a question from Jawfane.
So, Chase, bass player.
Chase, bass player from Jawfane.
I really want to know, where did you get that blazer?
The blazer.
Wait, me?
Blazer. Yes, you.
Oh, you know, actually, my friend Audrey gave this to me. She was
Wow.
like, "This seems like you." And I literally looked at her. I'm like, "Girl, you're crazy. This looks like McDonald's. I do not want to." And then one day I put it on and I was like,
"Oh my God, it's me."
Oh, I see.
It's you. It really is.
Now.
I can't see you with nothing else but that.
That's
You wear that
right.
every time you're on
Yeah,
stage.
y'all dress sharp. I love.
Yes, I love
y'all are
it.
Thank
great.
you. Thank you.
Andy
Fashion
Jane is
first,
the
safety
ring-
third.
The circus ringleader. That's the jacket.
Yes.
She truly is.
So if you could
Yes.
say anything to your fans or anyone out there in the world of YouTube, what would you say to them?
I would say blow up your TV, throw away your paper, plant yourself a garden, and build you a home.
Yes.
That's what I would say.
I like that.
Like that.
But keep listening to our music somehow.
Yes, that is awesome.
Thank you, John Bryan, for
Right?
Spanish.
John
Spanish
Bryan.
pipe
Yes.
dream. I love that advice. I would say be kind to your relatives, you know?
I say be kind to
Oh, that's
everyone.
good.
Be kind to everybody and keep in touch with yourselves. That's all I
Keep
gotta
touching
say.
yourselves.
I knew you were going to throw that in there. Dude, you got to end on a good note.
Well, if you're touching yourself.
Keep in touch with yourself.
So what we got coming up?
And on that note,
On that note, we got Jawfane coming back.
Jawfane.
I'm so excited for them to finish out the place. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, Jawfane.
Give it up one more time for Catfish Seminar. You guys impressed the shit out of me, by the way. They really did.
It's through the live feed. I don't know why we can't hear it.
Oh.
Oh, you can't hear the thing.
Yeah. Whoops.
I don't know why.
Is the speaker turned down?
No, not that much. You should
We unplugged this one though. This one's not
This one's
unplugged.
working.
No, the one over there.
Check,
I'm
check.
gonna jump across the.
I can't hear me
Check,
at all.
yeah, I got no PA.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Check,
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 check. Oh,
check,
there it is.
check.
There it
Hey,
is.
hello.
Hello. There
Check
we are.
one.
Check, check.
Hey, hey.
There.
Chickadee, 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 check.
Check, check, check,
Check one, check one.
I got nothing. Oh, there it is. All right.
Hey, hey, hey. How's it?
Hey.
How's it?
Hello. Hello, hello.
Check.
Check, check.
Check.
Check, check.
All right, go into a song and I'll turn it up when I have to.
All right.
It's playing.
It's playing.
Yeah, it's playing.
You're not coming through for some reason. You're on there. Oh,
Check,
I know what's
check.
going on. It's unplugged there.
Oh.
Hey, Zach, back it up.
There we go.
life masquerades as joy, as shame, soul
I think. So I don't think it's the microphones. I think it's that channel. Maybe. All right. Hello. Chickadee check. Hello. Are you with me? Check, check. Hey, hey. Hello. Yeah, I think it's just that channel or something maybe. Yeah, I'll use this. This is fine. It'll work. Yeah. We'll be alright. You guys ready? Thank you. Smoking in the high,
satisfaction, or maybe just doing no reaction. There is no better time distinction for you to mark me for distinction. Smoke through the high, touching up to survive. Honey to your table, spinning all my table. You can cut my wiggy jeans and I won't even see. Buzzing through my room whenever I was out. Wardrobe, started shade, the summer dress where we lie away. This is so bad, what's it gonna bring? I'm falling, we play to sunny days where nothing could remain. Break the hourglass, but the truth shall pass. Inside, inside, the tidal rain. Nothing golden days. More graceful than as I'm falling. Was I fallen, yeah. Promise to exterminate. Smoking in the high, to survive. Honey to your table, spin it all on our table. You cut my weekend dreams and I won't even speak. Buzzing through my room whenever I was out. Time flies by! And those of you still mobbing with us, we are Jawfane. This next song is called Soothsayer. Y'all down for a couple more? Yeah. Yeah. It's fading, clear the wire, no aim to climb higher. It's fading, clear the wire, no aim to climb higher. Midnight minding through my mirror. Now my mind is running yellow. Think willow wood is stable. Till I deep in toxic error. You can please the part of me that chooses to no longer breathe. We can never cease when isolation free. ride a wave and a sleeper and sleigh. Where to play? We got one more for you.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, those of y'all who are still in attendance, because I won't be able to hear y'all at home, I got a weird request. Can y'all howl like a wolf with me on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. One more time, 1, 2, 3. This next song's about a werewolf. Lycanthropes. Spun up the rail, but you're heaven and infinity. There's a pit on me, a stepping energy. Take over me, look around. The darkness is blue. Sand and rays, the same you. Feel like all my fears are coming true. Had to pay my dues since I was never in control of you. Is this obsession or just vanity? Is this reflection familiar to me? Move with discretion. Find your humanity. Cosmic ingredients, so it's your chance. Believe when they say repetition is lunacy. Adherence to superstition won't change history. The darkness is sand and rays are saying you. I feel like all my things are coming true. Have to pay my dues since I was never in control of. Hate in the water, and with the time. Stay near the water, so sacred, so fine. Master of fantasy, don't forget, sleepless nights of danger. Woo! Standing rays are saying you, innocent blue. Feel like all my fears are coming true. Time to pay my dues, 'cause I was never in control of. Is this obsession or just vanity? Is this reflection familiar to me? Move with discretion, find your humanity. Cosmic ambience, don't miss your chance. Make them believe, HomeMade God Studios.
Subscribe to HomeMade God
Thank
Podcast.
you so much. We love you guys. We weren't even gonna do this, but why not?
Hell yeah!
This is my son's favorite song. And we ain't rehearsed it either, so.
This is my favorite song.
We haven't rehearsed this. If all I thought you could see, my ignorant and naive, think that I can see the forest and the trees. I can see that love turns into a tree. Repair all the fruit my children will ever need. I hope God is a river, and that I am a stone, so she could push me to wherever I need to go. And roll the stories covered, the river is strong, because I can only stand still for only so long. And if time is a pendulum, the universe is set up on a string, down on my hand, observed diligently from every perspective, not just the obvious point of view. Maybe the bad things are good, to prove that we can pull through. So let's stand tall, cause we suffered through it all. And I can count on you to help me make it through. The skies are finally clear. Victory laps and power snaps, wait on cloud nine. Milestones, strength and bone, still climbing higher. Consequences inherent. No more deterioration. Be the inspiration. Cause I'm a friend of solace, somebody to understand. The final rhythm, final rush, and the right time to cry. That's a wrap.
That's how you end it.
Thank you so much.
Yes! Oh
That's
my
fucking
God.
awesome.
That was so
I didn't know we were
good.
gonna do that tonight.
That's why we made you fucking do it. We were totally talking about it. Like, let's make them encore, put them on the spot, and you guys fucking nailed it.
Shit, yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Just an FYI, you guys can't leave before signing the wall.
Yeah.
That includes you.
Oh yeah.
Everybody signs the wall.
You can do whatever you
Put a
want.
sticker.
You are
I
a
need to
goddess
get
here.
some of those
We got
stickers.
some stickers.
Those are badass.
We got some stickers on the walls.
So we want to
Yeah,
thank
those are
Only
awesome.
wall
everyone.
you can't sign is the back wall. You can't sign the back
I
wall.
need to reorder some Craig. So here's your options. You get a Catfish
So
Seminar, Andy Jane, or
we
Catfish Seminar in
do
Ooh, catfish in space.
space. Yes.
Catfish in space.
Yes.
Remember, Jawfane, when is your next show?
May 12th in Clarksville.
Here, say it in the mic.
May 12th in Clarksville at the warehouse with Modern Primate and Shear.
Yes, yes. That's going to be a great show. That is going to be an amazing show.
Every time
Catfish.
I go there, I'm like,
Andy.
gotta get a pair.
When's your next show?
Okay, so I'm actually playing every Wednesday at Fran's East Side.
Shit,
Every
yeah.
Wednesday
Every
at Fran's
Wednesday in May.
East Side. Every Wednesday in May at Fran's East Side.
And then we're playing at
You can
Kids
catch
I see.
Catfish Seminar.
We're on camera.
We're on camera. You can talk into that.
Yep,
but
we
your
got
back's
it.
turned
Take it
into
into this.
Every Wednesday, Fran's East Side.
But our record release party is May 7th.
May
It's
7th.
Bros Pickin' Parlor, 7 p.m. We go on at 10, but you really don't want to miss Arrayus Rising and the Tennessee Troubadour Rabblers.
No.
That's going to be an amazing show. May
Rabble,
7th
rabble,
is
rabble,
just
rabble,
fully packed of amazing shows. We also have Lydia's Castle doing their album release on May 7th. We also have Mayhem in Metalsboro going down at the Borough in Murfreesboro, featuring Symptom of the Universe, Neovatra, and Fargo Strut.
Fargo Strut.
But if you pay attention at the end of this broadcast to our concert calendar, you will see all of the events coming up, as well as new releases that are coming out soon. You'll also see updates on tours. So if you have something you want us to promote, if you want to put your flyer up, then definitely send it to me. We do also do a local Nashville calendar on Facebook. Tune in to Kita's Caravan on Saturday from 12 to 4:20.
Solemn Radio Network.
419, 420, they're taking a break.
On Asylum Radio
On the
Network.
Asylum Radio Network. Stop by Jack's Guitar Archaeology.
Yes, you said it right.
Guitarchaeology.
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 Did you have something you wanted to say before we went off air?
Shameless plug?
Shameless plug. You got a shameless plug.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Check out these guys if you haven't already. Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, OnlyFans. I don't know, the dark web.
We also have.
What's your OnlyFans account? I want to sign up.
Don't say nothing bad about Will Smith's wife.
That's all it is. It's just a shit posting OnlyFans account.
We do have their link tree linked up on the credits as well. So definitely thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Miranda Sky.
I'm Johnny. Thank y'all for watching. See you next week.
See you next week.
So far it's all a heart attack. So far I'm living on my knees. So far I give and don't get back. So far I'm always asking please. Through the process of elimination, I decided who I am and who I'm not. In my wildest ever imagination, I would never ever dream this twist of life. Taking extra bows because you just can't walk away from a love. You think they love you now, but just